In this next demonstration, we're going to take a look at the constraints that we can apply between a human being and objects in its work environment. So we're going to start with this image and this model of the human mannequins and the 3.5 horsepower engine. And what we're going to look at is how we can get the mannequin to take hold of a tool and then position that tool into a particular location. In this case, this particular bolt. Forget for the moment the actual markings, whether it's a Phillips or a cross-cut screw or a bolt itself, and this screwdriver. At the moment they're not attached, they're completely independent objects, although the mannequin has been positioned in a posture that suits picking up the screwdriver. That's something that could either have been manipulated manually or stored in a catalogue. So we're going to use an attach similar to with robots, and we're going to make a connection between the screwdriver and the left hand, by navigating through the skeleton, the left hand of this particular mannequin. We could do it by just clicking with the mouse, but it's often a bit safer to do it by using the tree. So the next thing we need to do is to produce an offset to tell the model the distance and the location between the tip of the screwdriver and the mannequin's left hand. So to do this, we will select the tool offset function, and we will then position that between, or make a reference between the hand, and by dragging the compass, the tip of the screwdriver. So I'm just going to zoom in on the tip of the screwdriver, move the compass appropriately to the end of that tip, and it tries to make a guess about the orientation, and I want it to be pointing away from the centre. That's not right, so I don't want to accept that, otherwise the screwdriver will try and snap on the wrong way around. So no, that's wrong, it's 180 degrees out, it's pointing backwards. Let's try that again, and it's a bit fiddly, but you get there in the end. There you go. Okay, and release that. That's the compass there now, and we can now say OK to the offset definition. And the next step is to identify a particular orientation that we want that screwdriver and the hand that is holding it to position against. So again, I'm going to use the compass and just drop that locally in, and then we can reposition that again so that it's in the correct orientation for this bolt. And now we can do a reach test by simply selecting the hand to position the hand appropriately to that bolt. And because of the tool offset, the screwdriver will sit in between them. And we can now move back to see the joint positions of the human mannequin. It doesn't look particularly comfortable, and that's because the human has got a firm grip rather than a pencil grip. Anyway, that establishes one of the principles. We can also apply other types of constraint. For example, we can attach a hand statically to an object. In this case, we're going to get the female mannequin to connect her left hand onto the cupboard as a reaction point against pulling the drawer. Okay, so we'll just demonstrate the use of a fixed constraint. So let's just zoom in here and connect her left hand, and here's let's just go on at fix on constraint, and we're going to select the hand, the left arm, and the cabinet itself. And when we do that, we'll see a little black asterisk appear here. And to test the effect of this, we can move the mannequin away from the bench and then click the update function over here on the left, and we'll see she reaches as best she can to try and establish that constraint. Okay, now if we can just move that in and just there we go. Okay, so if she can, she'll try and maintain her hand on that position. At the moment we're not got automatic updates, so every time I want to test it I'll have to click the update button, but that can be set to the automatic. And we'll stop at that point and use another demonstration for this next part of the demonstration.